Hello, welcome back to the polar ice cap. There's almost nothing up here, and we're playing the charming tribal start in Rimworld. The only technologies that we have are useless. When I say that there's nothing here, I really mean that we're limited to cougar meat that rained down from the sky yesterday, a counselor woman named Marina who fell from a drop pod and we watched slowly expire. Currently, we're actually wearing her clothes. A starving alpaca and a starving husky who joined us. We've also forced the huskies and the alpacas to join us in our desire to learn. One major problem is we're now out of firewood, so the indoor temperature will slowly start to edge toward the outdoor temperature. But our sole colonist, Orange, is an iron-willed, bloodlusting friend. The winter is approaching soon. But the only positive out of all of this is that our meat will not spoil in the frozen air. Our food need is dropping, and this actually means today's goal, my friends, is to research electricity, but we're a long way off from that. And we'll need to resort to a lot more survival mechanisms if we want to get along here much longer. My first restriction may surprise you. I'm going to restrict Orange to eating nothing. That's right, Orange, just eat nothing. Today we'll prepare the rest of the food, but no, Orange won't be eating it. There is one event you can reliably trigger in Rimworld that will hopefully save your ass when you're up here. Orange will start to feel the enveloping effects of malnutrition, all the while he gathers up tons of meat. Malnutrition will slowly but surely ramp up, and he has time to increase his intellectual stat by researching. Of course, it will be in the dark and the cold, but this builds character. Intellectual level 3 at long last. We'll reinstall the stool over there, and it pains me to do this, but we need the meat. We have the meats. Sanitary. And we need the other meats as well, so we'll just get rid of these other huskies. It does pain me to do this, since these could be useful animals, but we just can't use them right now. And a psychic soothe on males will make this even easier. Orange learns like Goodwill Hunting. Orange remains steadfast despite advanced starvation, intellectual level 4. And all of this results in extreme malnutrition. This triggers exactly what I was waiting for, the Man in Black event. His name is Ram, and he's arrived just in time. This guy is fairly good as a colonist, but he doesn't really add anything that we don't already have. And unfortunately, he's not willing to learn. All that being said, he's gonna make a great resource. We'll allow Orange to eat again, feed him some human meat. And now, with Orange recovered, we're just going to have Ram drop his revolver. Orange can equip that. They'll share a stool, and we're going to send Ram off to trade. So he'll gather up all the supplies and disappear off the map edge. Orange remains at home, eating human meat and steadily improving his research skill. We'll actually remove some of the roof because it's getting colder inside now, and I want him to have enough light to research. So this should slightly improve his research speed. And we've also warmed it up inside just slightly. And he's happy. At the end of the night, we'll just rebuild the roof over Orange, because it's probably gonna get colder outside at night. We also have a bulk goods trader arriving, and this looks like a great opportunity to get more wood. We're going to sell them our human leather and some of our camel hides, also our dog leather, and use this to buy as much wood as possible. It's also expensive to carry wood, and we just need to keep the fire burning. We'll accept the trade. And there we go, we've got the fire lit back up, because it seems like the temperature is becoming extreme now. We're being raided by the rifle gang, but for now, most raiders will just be single colonists. Since we aren't going to build up a lot of colonists, we'll be sent easy raids. This is going to be our main source of food, will just be raids for now. And we got a limestone meteorite. That's good luck, we'll be able to use that for walls later on. And it looks like the assault is beginning. First, Orange gets in a shot. And 2 in the lungs. Now we've reduced her moving to 77%, so I'm gonna start kiting her and running away. It's not really a fight I want to have. Ideally we can just outrun her for most of this. And with moving now at 77%, I think Orange should be able to get away. It looks like he's just slightly outrunning her. Impressive, impressive. There's no surprise, he's a fairly good shot. Well done, Orange. We'll see if we can just get in one more shot when he gets to the edge of his range, because he is getting rather close to the map edge. I think we're gonna chance it now. 1 and 2, 3, maybe. There we go. Her moving's down now to 65%. Okay, he can do a circle around her now. He can now outmaneuver her, so he's safe. A bit more of a nail biter than I expected. And now he can take his last shots at her. Miss. and a hit. 7 hours, and this should be the end. Can't let her get too close, though. She is a fighter. There we go. Unfortunately, she died right away, so everything is going to be tainted, but at the same time, you get what you can. Looks like the indoor temperature's heated back enough. We're now above freezing again while it's cold outdoors. We've got a mad snow hare. Shouldn't be too much of a problem after that raid, but this is another meal for Orange as long as he can hit this thing. But it looks like it's going around the outside of the house. It's a clever animal. And we'll get in a few shots on it. One, that looked like enough. We hit it in the rear right leg, but it's still very fast, so there we go. Well done, Orange. And Orange got food poisoning. Unfortunately, he's not a great cook. We're going to take a break from electricity and research stone cutting now. Chunks of spacecraft have impacted nearby. A boon for us, certainly. And the caravan has arrived. We're going to sell everything for the silver. And we'll send back Ram. It's my hope to get him back before it gets too cold out. Right now, he's beginning to experience hypothermia. And as it stands, his gear just isn't keeping him as warm as Orange's gear is doing for him. And there we go. 8 components and 30 steel. Ram's hypothermia is worsening and it might take him multiple days to get home, if he's able to make it at all. His moving is breaking down. I may need to send Orange out to rescue him. Well, it looks like Ram is downed in the middle of the world, and he's still too far off. He may die of frostbite. It looks like Ram is going to bleed to death from frostbite. He will literally be frozen alive. Looks like if anyone else goes out, it's going to have to be Orange in the future. But it looks like his hypothermia is becoming very extreme, and Ram has died. The caravan is gone. It's a loss, but one we will be able to recover from. For the most part, we just need Orange right now. We'll just need some other trader to come along, otherwise Orange will have to go off himself. And it looks like he's got enough wealth to get along here fine on his own. Orange has improved to the next level of research, and when he hits his saturation point for the day, we set him off to mining so that he can improve at that. We really can't afford to waste much time here, and when we hit the max multiplier, it's just time to do another task. But for right now, we'll just let him get better at mining, and 1 block means 1 level already. Well done, Orange. Now winter has begun. If it wasn't bad enough already, the indoor temperatures are now dropping to freezing temperature. More chunks of spacecraft have landed nearby. It's time to go deconstruct these. It seems that Orange can use steel and stone instead to build his home. There's more steel and components. While the situation might look desperate, we're actually not down to our last straw yet. We can use the house's walls themselves for fuel. Eventually, we can replace everything. And the snow seems to be covering up all of the blood and vomit on the ground. Nothing remains on the surface of the frozen waste. Now, despite the bad temperatures, he's making a good clip on his research again, and soon he'll be researching even faster. There we go, another level. This has steadily increased the clip of learning. The snow rages on outside while Orange researches technology, shivering. But he is the light of the next generation. A new quest is available. An 18-year-old accursed child named Darklight, hiding from a group of mechanoids. He wants to join us. You can only destroy the mechanoids by activating an ancient EMI dynamo. Well, he is food, so I'll take him. There's an EMI field. We don't even have electricity, so it's fine. And Darklight will join. Darklight is a misogynist and nimble. Incapable of most things, he will make a fine meal. This is about all I want from him anyway. There he is, and let's just... Well, he does have a parka and pants, better pants than mine, and a t-shirt, so... Hello, Darklight. You will do well here. You will do very well outside in the cold, and we'll just take all that useless junk, and we'll set him off to the mines first. He will never do mining, even better. We'll just get him straight to the point. No, don't take all of those meals with you. You won't be needing those. And you stand in the water. Shouldn't be long now. This one should advance really rapidly. I don't even think he'll have a chance to go crazy. I think he'll just fall right down. Let's get him far away from the house. There we go. And frostbite already. Great. And now he's beginning the break risk, but I doubt he'll be able to move back fast enough to cause any real damage. Great. And all... There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Orange is sound asleep. And he can have some better pants now. I think that'll be the end of Darklight. There we go, and he's gone. Not enough time to develop a bond. They talked quietly about art. Orange will go out to gather the corpse, and that's just another meal for now. That's quite a haul. And that's enough for another human leather item. There we are. The EMI field just lasts another 7.3 days. Who cares? We never had electricity. And that's a free pair of pants as well. I really have to add, this synth red parka is insulating us from 79.2 degrees worth of cold weather. It's insane how good this parka is. If we lose this parka, he's definitely dead though. It's a good thing that it's at 74% right now. As if it wasn't bad enough, the outdoor temperature is still dropping more, and indoors it's not much warmer. And now we've just about reached its stone cutting. There we are. The next will probably be electricity. Orange is building a snowman next. We'll allow him to do that. It's nice. There, he has a snowman. Right now we have just barely enough steel for a stone cutting table, and we're being raided again by the Cervexa Covenant. They're going to wait a while, but let's check out who it is. This person has decent melee ability. We'll want to stay far away once again, and we'll watch Orange build. There he goes on the table, and they're beginning their assault. This raider, Tona, is beginning to get hypothermia, though. If we just leave her outside or lead her on, she'll probably be slow enough that we... Yeah, look, she's already gone down 10% in movement since I clicked on her. I don't think she's even gonna get to our house. She might just freeze on her way here. I'm gonna go out because I think she's going to retreat due to bad temperature. We'll just see if she gets quite to the front door. We will go out the front door so that we could kite her. There we are. There's Orange. He's clearly faster than her already. Let's just take a few pot shots at her from far away to make matters worse. There we go. There's one. Tona has been shot already in several locations. Okay. Well done. Well done. Let's take off her. We'll take off her clothing, and she had a cape. She wouldn't be good to have around because she's jealous. Otherwise, actually, she wouldn't have been a bad colonist, but we really can't manage another one right now. Take everything. Another quest now, Royal Ascent, and more food for the good cause. We have a paid forced weather quest available now. Oh, we could force fog for 8.3 days. We'll take the gold. I want to know where the gold at, and they should just airdrop in that gold on us. There we go, right out of the sky. There comes the gold. Next, it's time to get started on stone cutting. Orange can replace all of the wood walls with limestone. The temperature is now negative 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And inside, it's not much warmer. He is beginning to start to feel hypothermia. So in perfect timing, let's deconstruct some of these walls so that we could refuel the fire. We really needed this right now. So refueling the campfire. We'll build some limestone walls along the outer edge, and even if it keeps him up throughout some of the night, it'll prevent him from becoming a popsicle. His construction level has risen, and great, now the indoor temperature has risen vastly, and the hypothermia is going away. That's why this limestone is so essential for life. Our quest stands on the edge of a knife, and the yield from just a few limestone blocks will mean life or death. Orange will have some of the last meals, refuel the fire, and get back to work. And he's now about to reach level 2 in mining. This will speed him up just slightly, but there isn't anything left to mine. We're nearly at the end of the food, too. And will Orange yield any chunks from the last limestone that he mines? No. That's it, but there still is a limestone surface underneath here, so we could rebuild on this side eventually. We can probably take out another wall of wood and use that to refuel the fire. It'll have to be this wall, gather back up the wood and use it to light the fire, and that'll be almost all of the limestone that we have. The cold will make its way in temporarily. And a polar bear is hunting Orange. This is actually good luck, and we could take the shot. First miss, second. Okay, since Orange is whiffing his shots, we'll just move him around the door. And we have a transport pod crash. He will get inside, and the polar bear will be shut out. We could pretty much just hang out at the door. We're going to have to game this door if we want to survive the polar bear attack. We'll just keep it on the edge here. And dart in and out of the door. Here we go. Now the polar bear is... It's coming back around. Again, playing monkey in the middle with the polar bear is going to be the only safe way of doing this. Here we go. Now the polar bear is coming back out. And... Jesus Christ. Is it going for the transport pod crash now? A guy named Zebo fell out of the sky, and the polar bear is in retreat now for some reason. Okay, just go back in here, hide in the doorway, and take another pot shot at the polar bear, and run. Run the hell away, and the polar bear is coming back out through. Now it seems to be going away. Head back in here and around so that the polar bear will continue. Here we go. A-star pathfinding algorithm. I do love you. It's actually brought up his shooting skill. Okay. And the polar bear is still doing all right. It can take a hit. It can really take a hit. We just need to keep doing this for another couple minutes or so, get out of there. And there we are now. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you hunt a maddened polar bear. Just keep darting in and out of the doorway like this. And there we go. There we have it. Move back out and then into the doorway. And there it is. The perfect trap. The only flaw is that it's going to get a lot of polar bear blood all over my house. But that's not as bad as what could happen. Not as bad as what could have happened. There we are. We'll leave the polar bear there for a moment. We have some guy named Cord who fell out of the sky. And oh my god, another guy fell out of the sky too. Zebo and Cord, neither a cannibal. But this Mega Sloth wool parka is overpowered. We'll take it. I'm just going to strip, it will anger the Imperium of Z, but we don't care about them. And the rifle gang, they already hate us from the rifle gang. Okay, Orange just stripped Zebo. He is very good, but I need his clothes more. And they won't be too happy about that. There we have it. And the pants, we'll take his alpaca wool pants as well, and we'll just let them both perish. The next task will be to finish off the wall, and now we have plenty of food for days. And more importantly, pretty much eternal insulation from the cold due to this parka. Well done, Orange. Well done indeed. He chopped up the polar bear, and now he'll have more meat. Orange can just haul in the next items. That adds to the collection. We'll clean off the mess. Very satisfying. Very sanitary. And that's more food for the pit. Now at almost 100 human leather. Orange has now collected enough items from raiders to keep himself warm even without a fire, just in his normal clothing. He's accumulated enough wealth that he's probably now going to be able to set up electricity soon, and from there it's going to be a matter of recruiting and choosing colonists. And with a little more cooking we'll reach level 3. We're nearly there, and that's now enough for 7 meals. Beyond that, we've got 75 more food over here. That's enough time to sit down and think about whether we want to stick around and wait for more events or go out and trade again. We've reached intellectual level 8, so we'll be researching quickly. And I feel great about the idea of continuing research here in the Arctic. More chunks of spacecraft are landing nearby, and for all my luck, as long as I maintain one colonist, I think Cassandra Classic will smile beams of radiant light down upon me. I intend to let Orange research here in the Arctic for a few more days, stargazing and cloud watching and being merry. While there's time, there's life in Rimworld, and I still think I have plenty upon which I can chance it. If 8 components and 30 steel keep raining out of the sky, I'll survive somehow. And so, surrounded by several parkas and pairs of pants, Orange soldiers on here. There is still plenty of ground to gain, and knowledge is the greatest reward. All that being said, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. If you made it to this point, thank you. As always, God bless my patrons. Thank you very much. You keep me alive in the metaphorical Arctic. This is a very fun challenge. I am enjoying this heartily. I'd like to get in some Rimworld multi-streams again soon, because these multiplayer streams have just been a lot of fun. Come join me on Twitch one day if we do one of those. As always, I think we'll leave it there. My name's Ambiguous Amphibian, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.